I wanted to make a guide on healthy eating because there's so much noise in the health industry. They're always telling you that you need to eat like this, you need to eat this type of food, you need to eat this much, you need to eat at this time, and then it's always contradicting and changing and it's super confusing. So I wanted to make a basic approach when it comes to food and healthy living. I'm not coming on here saying that I know everything. I certainly do not, but I do want to share my experience. I also want to make a disclaimer, I am not a dietitian, so if you do need something more specific to your needs, I really do recommend that you do seek out a dietitian. So let's get into the video. I've dealt with disordered eating ever since I was a little girl, and I've tried many restrictive diets that have ruined my relationship with food and have severely affected my mental health. I believe that there is a diet that is really effective for a healthy lifestyle and healthy eating, and that is a whole foods plant-based diet. Now I know a lot of you guys follow me and you know that I'm vegan. I'm not coming on here saying that you need to be vegan because plant-based and vegan are very similar. Trust me, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we should be eating a diet with mostly whole plant foods and reducing the processed foods in our diet. Eating whole plant foods is what our body needs. Those are the nutrients that we need to keep going. If we're eating highly processed stuff, we're not getting the proper nutrients that our body needs. And a lot of restrictive diets will villainize a lot of healthy foods, like a banana. They'll say a banana isn't good for you because it has too much sugar and you should have this highly processed sugar-free option, when that shouldn't be the case. You should be eating the banana because it's nutrients and it's good for your body. And yes, it does have sugar in it, but it's sugar that your body needs. Whereas a lot of processed foods have so many chemicals in it and it's actually really not that great for you. So it's important to start looking at foods that are going to help fuel your body, keep your body going because it's giving it the nutrients that it needs, rather than this has too much sugar in it and this is going to be bad for me. And you don't want to have a good or a bad food. You don't want to be looking at food like that. You want to be looking at food as in, will this help fuel me? Will this help keep me going? Will it help give me the proper nutrients that I need? When it comes to healthy eating, it's very important that you want to start stepping into a healthier lifestyle that is going to be sustainable long term. And I don't believe cutting things out cold turkey is sustainable. I believe that there is a small amount of people who can do that, but the majority of us just cannot do that. So where do you start? When I first started, I ate a very processed vegan diet and I hated to cook. And so I decided once a week I would try one new healthy meal. And I began to try new meals and then I would put them on the list if I liked them. If I didn't like them, well, I never tried them again. And I began to have this huge list of foods. I started repeating them every week and I just started falling in love with cooking during that time as well. I would try new recipes, I would try my own recipes, try new tricks, things like that. I just started falling in love with cooking and what I'm putting into my body. This really helped me develop a lot of a healthier relationship when it came to food. And over time, I began to eliminate a lot of processed foods and start incorporating a lot of whole plant foods in my diet. And even to this day, I like to try one new healthy meal a month. I switched from weekly to monthly once I had a huge list, but I like to change it up every once in a while, try new things, kind of step out of my comfort zone, you know, because we're all like creatures of habit. We all like to be in our comfort zone. But sometimes it's fun to just kind of step out there. So right now I do it once a month and I like changing up my meals every once in a while and trying new recipes and seeing the good foods that are out there. So this leads me into my next point, and it's being more conscious about the foods that you're putting into your body and how it's making you feel. So I'm someone who does CrossFit and that is a high energy output exercise. So if I eat something that is processed before, my workout does not go well. I'm slow, I'm tired, I end up giving up, like I'm just not feeling that great. Whereas if I eat something that is plant-based, I'm feeling so energized, a lot better, and I'm able to power through my workouts a lot easier. So it's really being more conscious about the foods that you put in your body and asking yourself, how do I feel after I eat this? Don't get me wrong, I still eat processed foods. I like to have some chips sometimes or some cookies, but most of the time I'll save it for nighttime because that is when I'm going to bed and I don't need any energy output. But there are days where I do have some processed food during the day and I feel like crap throughout the day. So start thinking, okay, if I have something plant-based in the morning, that will give me proper energy throughout my day and make me feel good. But if you're eating chips and cookies in the morning, you're kind of feeling sluggish throughout the whole day and you're not feeling that great and your energy level is way low. Now, I'm not coming on here saying that I am perfect. I am definitely not. There are times that I do eat chips and cookies. We're all normal, we're all human. We like those processed foods because they're tasty sometimes. However, it's important that I'm conscious about the foods that I'm putting in my body. So if I'm going to have a bag of chips or cookies, I like to leave it into the evening because I don't need to put out much energy. I usually have it in the evening and then I go to bed. However, if I'm having it earlier on the day, my energy throughout the day is gonna be low. So I wanna be more conscious throughout the day when I'm putting out energy. Even in the morning, you wanna make sure that you have a good base of plant foods because you want to have that high energy. You wanna be able to keep going throughout the day. So it's just being a little more conscious about the foods that you're putting in your body and how you feel. So next time you have a cookie, see how you feel after that. Or next time you have an apple, see how it makes you feel. If you have much better energy or if you have much lower energy, see how it makes you feel and just be a little more conscious about it. I believe that when you're eating healthy and living a healthier lifestyle, it's important that your environment around you reflects that, and especially online. We tend to forget that the stuff that we consume online greatly affects how we are. I believe that we should be following people who have a healthy relationship with food. Someone who helped me with that was Sarah's Day. She has a really good relationship with food and has shown me how to have a good relationship with food. Whereas I've seen time and time again, and I've in the past followed many influencers who did not have a good relationship with food. They approach food with a really restrictive diet or a highly processed diet to stay lean and shredded, but that did not mean that they were healthy. Just being lean and shredded does not mean that you're healthy, but that's a whole nother video within itself. However, how they approach food does affect you in turn. A lot of media affects you, so you want to make sure that you're following people who have a good, healthy relationship with food. I want to do a whole video on self-love and body confidence. However, I do believe that that does affect how we approach food and live a healthier lifestyle. It has been so ingrained in us at such a young age that when we don't like ourselves, if we don't like the way that we looked, we should have a really restrictive diet. We should eat a really restrictive diet when that is not the case whatsoever. And I hate that that is so ingrained in our system. So it's something that we do need to break. But I believe that when we start loving ourselves and having a lot more confidence in ourselves, we start feeling so much better about ourselves and we start to have a lot more of a better relationship with food. We start approaching food from a healthier perspective. If we're feeling good about our bodies and we're feeling good overall, then it really does affect how we eat and how we eat healthier. So start taking steps to learning to love yourself because it will greatly affect how you're going to approach your food because you want what's best for your body. So in the end, this is obviously not done overnight or done in the snap of the fingers. It's a healthy lifestyle and it's healthy eating, and you want to make sure it's sustainable long term. Take your time with this, eat whole plant foods. You're getting your source of carbs, protein, fruit, and veggies, and you're reducing the amount of processed foods in your diet. It's really basic and straightforward, and I know there was nothing profound in here, but it's all about a basic approach. If things are too complicated, then it's probably not a healthy way or a sustainable way to healthy living long term. And don't forget to obviously consume a good amount of water. Our body needs water, of course, but that is straightforward. I feel like everyone knows that we should all be drinking our water. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know down below. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below. You guys know where it is. And don't forget to be unstoppable. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Summer days burn me out, love just brings me down. Cold inside like winter leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night.